the really dense chocolatey brownie that everybody loves. The butter and the chocolate are almost melted, so let's get it off the heat. And we're gonna mix it through. The last egg in there. And in the end you have a beautiful brownie fudge batter. Let's take a look. Beautiful fudgy texture. Hey everybody, welcome to the lesson about fudge brownies. In this course we're going to make fudge brownies, so the really dense chocolatey brownie that everybody loves. For a fudge brownie you need the following ingredients. You need all-purpose flour, muscovado sugar, Dutch processed cocoa powder, a really dark chocolate, about 60 to 70% of cocoa, 3 medium eggs, salt, and butter. So let's start by putting in a bain-marie and a heat-proof bowl. Above that, we're going to add the butter in there with the chocolates. If you cannot find drops, you can also use just a bar, but just cut it up a little bit, and then then you can use it. Let that melt. Then you can add the salt and the cocoa powder to your flour. And then we're going to mix in these later. Now, the butter and the chocolate are almost melted, so let's get it off the heat and mix it through until the last lumps of chocolate and butter are melted to each other. And then we use a whisk to mix in the flour, cocoa powder and salt, so we get ourselves a little bit of a base mix. So our flour mixture is almost ready to go. Perfect. Then we're going to add the muscovado sugar, brown sugar, to the chocolate and butter, and we're going to mix it through. Let's use the rubber spatula for that. We have a rubber spatula here. Let's mix it all together. Why adding this when it's still a little bit warm is that helps the sugar to dissolve and makes it really fudgy. Make sure every lump is out of there, and then we can slowly gonna mix in the eggs and our flour mixture. A couple of sugary lumps in there now still. If you're doubting that the lumps are still butter, you can still add it back on the heat, or just mix it until there are no large lumps in there anymore. Like this. And then we're going to add egg by egg the eggs to the mixture. So one at a time. Mix it through. You must do this with a little bit of a quick hand because the mixture is still warm and you don't want any omelets or cooked egg in your brownie, of course. So next, when it's completely dissolved, you just add the next one. And you're starting to feel that it's starting to set already. That's a good thing. The last egg in there. Now it's starting to feel more like a batter, more and more. So the last egg is in there. And now bit by bit we're going to add the flour mixture to it and just fold it in there. So don't over mix this. It's not necessary. Just bit by bit, a bit of brownie in there. Mix it through. And when the flour is completely dissolved, you just add a little bit more. And in the end, you have a beautiful brownie fudge batter. You can also do this via the machine, but by hand it's really nice. It smells good, and it doesn't need to mix for very long periods. So the brownie batter is done right now. It's just a really fudgy, solid brownie batter. Here we have a brownie tray lined with parchment paper. So the entire recipe is for one tray. I will put the dimensions in the recipe below. So spread it out a little bit. Spread it in the form in the corners, or even that it's evenly spread. And then we're going to bake this into an oven of 180 degrees for 20 minutes. Let's put it in the oven. Here's the fudge brownie straight from the oven, so it's a little bit warm. Most of the time you can wiggle it out when you use the parchment paper like this. So yeah, this is a fudge brownie. It's been in the oven for about 20 minutes. So let's take a little slice of it. And let's take a look. Beautiful fudgy texture. Nice. Thank you very much for the fudge brownie lessons. See you next lesson. Goodbye. The really dense chocolatey brownie that everybody loves. The butter and the chocolate are almost melted, so let's get it off the heat. And we're going to mix it through. The last egg in there. And in the end you have a beautiful brownie fudge batter. Let's take a look. Beautiful fudgy texture.